So what we have here is a Yamaha 1995, maybe 1996. It's just like the cheap ones that you rent off of the golf course. And I say that because Put in Bay, number 19. Put in Bay is up by Lake Erie. Actually, I think it is right off the lake. So far, all we've done to it is ripped off the purple wrap, put chrome hubcaps on it, and I've tuned the carburetor a little bit. Oh yeah, I've also put a hitch on the back and a license plate. Over the winter, I intend on making this thing super nice. I've got some taillights, I've got some wiring, I've got a roof that was I think a $10 marketplace score. Definitely will have a roof on it. And since I can't find the proper strut bars for the roof, I'm going to be forced to go custom. And I've already got the idea and the plan. I just need to take measurements. That's what I'm about to do right now, is to mock it up and see how I want it, because I'm not going stock. I'm going to change things just a little bit. Now, you can see why this was a cheap roof. Some spray paint on here, some leftover paint from when it was on its last golf cart. That's filled in with silicone. Not much different than how I'll probably do it. Actually, I hope to do it much different. I hope to do it better. And here's more paint that needs to be removed. And here's possibly the worst one. So you can see I do have my work cut out for me. But, like I always say, challenge accepted. And if this is a fail, so far, I'll be out 20 bucks. Successfully mocked up. Got it hanging from the beam for the garage door with ratchet straps. But in doing this, I can take measurements here and back here. Not only that, find out where I'm going to mount things at. Like out here, I think that's where it's supposed to be. Or along here. Somebody had something mounted here before. I don't know. This has a groove right up here for the bar to hold it. And then same thing back here. This one was mounted down in here, which is on the, right here, on the support that holds the seat. There we go, right here. I don't know if I'm gonna redo that, because that goes like this, and then back this way, and then out, and then back up. Might come up with something different. But regardless, I have it at this elevation back here, so a 6-foot person can sit back here without hitting their head. And that gives it a little bit of a rake sitting like that, which kind of looks hot roddish, which I'm cool with that. Oh, I almost forgot this. Something else that needs addressed. This steering wheel is aimed straight ahead, except it's not. Plus, something's not right. And on top of all that, look at those front tires. In case you can't tell from that angle, so that one's towed out just a little bit. So's that. Well, that definitely needs addressed. It doesn't drive all that terrible once you realize that 12 o'clock on the wheel does not mean straight ahead. It only goes, what, 12 miles an hour, 18 miles an hour? I can't even remember right now. So once I get the body taken off of this thing and I'm starting to look at the undercarriage and inspecting everything, I'm going to try to address that. So the trick I'm going to do to mount that roof to that buggy cheaply is I'm not going to buy that cheap aluminum stuff that they use from the factory. Because even though it's cheap, it's not cheap. Does that make sense? I went to the hardware store and I got 2 sticks of conduit. 1/2-inch conduit. And I went on Marketplace and bought a tubing bender, both for 3/4 and for 1/2 inch. Two 10-foot sticks of this cost me almost $13. I can swing that. Once you cut the stuff with the bandsaw, jigsaw, hacksaw, or sawzall, whatever you use to cut it, that's your business. But clean up the edge of it. There. Now nobody's gonna bleed on that. Got a couple ideas here. I might just go and then come up here and just come straight out this way and up. Now here we go. So I've got the back seat removed, obviously. Let's go here and here, here and here, of course, and just remove all this. I'm into construction. I'm a union pipe fitter. I mean, half of my videos I'm wearing high vis. That is a work of art. And the Sparkies, the electricians, they usually end up on the bottom of the pile somewhere. I've got to say, well, actually, in the construction trades, we all rag on each other. We all make fun of each other. And anybody who says otherwise, we've all got each other's backs for the best part. But because what the hard part's going to be, I got this one looking beautiful. The hard part's going to be making another one that looks just like it, but a mirror image. Because what you can't see on here, you can see on there, and I'm not doing it with some big expensive rig. It's leaning back. So that's all I have. Up, you stick the pipe in here, rolls back, and then you roll it down and around. And then it goes up, and then it's got to bend over, but it's bending more. The roof ended up being a little bit lower than I wanted. El Presidente is probably not going to be too thrilled about that. But it also has a lot less rake than what I had initially planned on too. But I'll never tell a Sparkies that. She will be happy about that. She came out here and didn't like the whole rake idea. It's midnight. I think she might have even said it's not a hot rod. I disagree, but whatever. It's tomorrow now. I'm finishing this up from where I abandoned it last night. I need to go ahead and bolt this to here. So as you see, I took off the seat cover to give me some clearance, and then this one to give me room. Once I get done with this, bolt it down, I can take the vice grips off. Love it. Then I'm going to start on this one. And then if I get this one to where I like it, I'm running to the hardware store. Let's see if I can make that happen. I'm going to get hardware. Now comes the hard part, like I said. Well, here we go. So, does it look awesome? No. Was it quick and easy? Also no. Is it super sturdy? Negative. But you know what? It's good enough.
All of this
It's
is
actually
just
more
mocked up
sturdy
right
than
now.
that made it look.
I don't know if you can see it
But,
on there.
however,
I've got self-tappers just poking
aesthetically,
through.
I like it.
I've got self-tappers poking through down there. It's
The
kind of ugly
two
and hacked together
rear
right now.
bars.
I need to go buy some hardware.
They're not perfectly
and
symmetrical.
It's not happening this weekend. So probably next weekend, maybe the weekend after that. I think we're doing Christmas tree next weekend. Once the roof comes off again,
One last thing I found out.
Get prepped for paint.
So
And
as I'm cleaning up, I
probably just
decided
go
to
ahead
stop
and shoot it.
and look into something that I've been wondering about.
We need to get some paint.
In Ohio, you can get
some
license
clear
plates for your golf cart and drive it on the street. I think it's 25-mile-an-hour streets and less.
so that when the body is ready,
I'd have to look into that. It could be
ready.
35. Either way, you're allowed to drive them on the street, but you have to pay $45 a year. So this thing's 1995. It's almost 30 years old. I've been wondering if I could put historical plates on it. But hey, that's awesome. That's it on this one. I was shocked. Guys, I looked it up. Take it easy. And if it's more than 25 years old, for a $10 one-time fee, you can get a license plate. No more registration fees, no more nothing. One